to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today I'm doing a random pick a card reading. I don't have any questions, but we got 3 piles here, so you can pick your piles. First pile says, I honor how I want to feel. The second pile says, the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. And the third pile says, my fearlessness, freedom lights up the world. My fearless freedom lights up the world. So, you can pick your piles, and I'll see you over in your piles. Hi, brother. What? Hello there, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. So you picked, I honor how I want to feel. And so let's see what else comes out. So we have travel. You might be wanting to move somewhere, or thinking about moving somewhere, or going somewhere. But there's a butterfly, so it could be like thinking about a change or a transformation that you want to have. And then we have expectations. Hold on. Wrong word. It was exceptionality. That looked like, I was like, wait, what? Yeah. So you're trying to move on to better days, exceptional days, where with the sunflowers here, I was going to say like happier days, and then with the butterflies, definitely like transformation. Feeling more light and free. And then we have wedding. Could be trying to move on or commit yourself to a better lifestyle, better way of living. And next we have, I'm using the before tarot. So we have the 10 of Wands. So this is like before you, like right now he's just buying the wands and stuff like that. He's not really carrying them before, like right now. Right. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So it could be saying like, hold on, let's see the next card. Then we have the King of Cups. Okay. Because the 10 of Wands is normally all about like burdens and stuff like that. But see, we're having 2 people here, and we have a king and queen, and we have like 2 people here, and then it's clearly an offer. Somebody is buying these wands and stuff like that. So it could be like saying, before you commit yourself to something, like just take this like pentacle or take this offer, find out the like fill things out first. Right? Because Because the King of Cups, he's tend to like be a little wishy-washy, hold back his feelings. And then the Queen of Pentacles, she doesn't really need for like much. So that like, and it could be like before with the snake giving her the pentacle, and especially as a snake, could be like a offer that leads to some stress, because like everything is not as what it seemed, or they're not saying the truth. They're withholding some things. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. And then we have the Page of Wands. And then, see what I said? The Seven of Swords. So this is like so this is the before tarot. I was using this to be like present or like current, whatever. Right? So it's like you going back and forth in your head, right? Your eyes are closed. You don't know, where to go. The water is all. It's a wave back there, so it means like mixed emotions. We have waves back here. Okay, mixed emotions. Don't know which option to choose. Going round and round in your head. And then we have the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is like, it's a messenger, right? Pages are normally messengers, but it's also a child. It could be like a premature message just out of like curiosity, or like a curious offer, right? To try to see if they It's trying to see if they can like. With the Seven of Swords, it's very deceptive and sneaky. So like I said before, they're not gonna tell you everything. And then like once you find out everything the two swords that they left behind, you will now burden and stuff like that. But it's very deceptive and like trickery, but it's like it's out of curiosity. Like if it's a person or like a relationship with marriage here, it's like they do it, but they won't. They do it just to see if they still got it in a way, like that kind of thing, right? To see if they can still get certain people, if they still, I know you understand what I'm trying to say. Like it's just if they still have like the charm or the charisma like they had before, even though they're married, they still want to see if they can, if they weren't married, would they still be able to, get somebody, stuff like that. But they won't actually tell you that, and then you might get all fully invested in. Yeah. Next is the After Tarot. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is like a solid, stable offer. But it's like, he has a beginning as well, because it's an ace, which is solid and stable. And is, see next. Then we have the Five of Wands. So it's after all the fighting and the competition and the going back and forth and intimidation and stuff like that. You're the only one left standing. We have the Four of Cups. So now how I read this Four of Cups, because normally it's separating these cups, right? You separating the the unhappy cups with the cups that you had in your hand. But he still looked unhappy, so he might be like a very might be unhappy with the situation or what's happening or what you need to do, but it is what it is. Like with the Five of Wands, like I said before, it's all about like competition and like a battle and intimidation, and you could be disappointed that this is what's happening or that what happened, but unless we poured out the cup, and because the cup is coming from the cloud, and the cloud that we have over here is supposed to represent help from the divine spirit, God, whatever, however you want to identify it as, trying to help you and able to move on and move forward. So pretty much they trying to send you help to break you, to get you out of this, funk. So now you can pretty much be the one standing. So you can have you can start a stable, solid offer somewhere else, and not with this person. And rather than being tricked and charmed by this snake and be in the competition. Right, you just and being tricked with the Seven of Swords. You realize and see through the deception and this delusion that you don't get in your head or be burdened with the situation, because it's not going to lead to a solid offer. It's not going to lead to marriage. Also, I'm gonna use. Okay, the box became this because it was too much in it. Now I got tired of the whole little mini explosion. So, I'm gonna shake it up. Right? Okay. Okay. Then we'll see what else is here. But if you go like this way, pretty much like I said before, it's like the King of Cups was curious to see if he can still get get offers, still be attractive, still pull people in a way, still, and in this way is just like an offer, like burdens, but curious. It's just immature either way, and didn't really think it through. Or it could be like that. Once somebody might reject them, and then they might be on their feelings, but then not realizing that you're married, so why does it really matter if you can't, if they said no or not? Right? Because the real reason that it matters because they want the attention. They want people to fight over them. They like that. Then we have, I bury myself into work to forget you. Right, because I was going this way at some point. Right, rather than going back and forth in their head. Right, they try to distract themselves with something else. But also this way, like, if they distracting themselves from work, they trying to have a solid offer, a solid beginning somewhere else, either without you, where this is in the past, where but they feel like there's the last one standing, um, they rise above all the rest. No longer dealing or no longer want your cup of love, no longer want this offer. Then we have happily married. You see what I said? Like, it's just, why does it matter if they said no? Like, you just wanted to still see if you got it, like, and it's just childish. like, like, it doesn't matter if I want you or not. Does your wife want you? That's the real question. That's the real question. Like, that's what you need to be focusing on. Don't focus on me and what I was gonna say. Like, no. And then we have focusing too much on surface symptoms and not on the real reason or core reason. See, like I said, like, why does it really matter if they said no or not? If you're married and you happily married, why does it matter if they rejected you? Your wife wants you. Your wife loves you. Worry about her. Don't worry about nobody else. It's because you're not happy there or some way, shape, or form, and you're trying to look for it elsewhere. And it's just like, no. No. Your wife doesn't. If it's. Whoever it is doesn't deserve that. Like, it's just. Whoever it is just doesn't deserve it. And it's just like, it's all deceptive and no. See, then we have rejection. Like I said, with that 4 cups, pointing it out. Not taking that offer. Okay. Next we have I hid who I really am for you. I hid who I am. I hid who I really am for you. And that's deceptive, bro. And now they could be trying to point the finger and blame you. I don't know. Either way, with the 10 of Wands, there's gonna be burdens or red flags here anyways. Like, and then we have caught a case of okay. Might not be everybody, so don't worry. I don't freak out. Okay. But it keeps coming up. So it caught a case of STI or STD, whatever, You can get a cure if it's curable, Wrap it up, just in case. If not, wrap it up, okay? Before you just out here sleeping with people, wrap it up. Some people are not going to tell you the whole truth, okay? And we have say yes. Hold on. Before you just say yes to anything, find out what you're saying yes to first. Then we have pettiness. Michael was saying, are you telling me that you're no, like, to lose your number? Yes, lose my number. Yes. Find out what we're saying yes to first. Make sure it's actually a yes. Like, and then we have, I remember every detail of that day. Got another thing fell out of my hands on, but that seems to go with every detail of that day. Feeling safe. Okay, if the light will just, there you go. So probably when they talked to you, they felt, because the Queen of Pentacles, she's like wifey material, very humbled, caring, nurturing. She doesn't really need anybody. She graded for herself. She worked for it. So, where King of Cups is probably was very, able to share his feelings. It felt very safe and like able and secure to share his feelings and opening up and stuff like that. And that probably they're not used to that, I guess. But either way, it was deceptive. Or they felt like at some point in time, they could have been their true self with you, even when they held back. You ever watched, like Catfish? But it's like one of those weird episodes where, like, they was catfishing you, right? Hiding their true self, and then, try to become your friend as themselves, right? To, like, try to get you to stop thinking about their catfish version of them so you can actually like the real version of them. But it's just like, you got to get over the fact that you was catfish first. It's like that kind of thing. So yeah, that's when I go. And then we have unethical. You said, right? Like, it's just, it's like you gotta get over the fact that they try to catfish you. And then with the, like, happily married, that's a big ass catfish. Okay, that's a big ass. Then we have control. Then we have insecure. Right? That's pretty much what I was saying. Like, it's immature and, like, that's why it matters, because they're insecure. They don't feel secure in themselves to just be all confident, so they want other people to validate them. So you've rejected them, not taking their cup of love. Even though they happily married, they feel like they don't have it. They're not, as cute or hot as they thought they are, and it's just like, I'm not the one that need to tell you that. Like, and especially if your wife or your partner is telling you that already, it's just like, and you still doing all this is extra. It's extra. And it's just, you just want control and people falling over you and being, oh my God, you're just like God's gift to earth, and you're probably really not. Then we have date night vibes. Hold on, because the light key, there we go. Then we have, sometimes I feel like I imagined what we shared. I mean, it was deceptive. Like, what the fuck? I mean, it could be you saying this, and it's just like, either way, It was deceptive. It wasn't as deep as you thought it was. I mean, you was being catfished in a way. Okay, it's fine. There's nowhere else for me to put that. And then we have, now is a good time to review or revise your plan. Right? Because it might be a little bit unethical. It's just. Then we have, ego is the version of self created in the mind. Especially if you're insecure, you gonna try to like puff up, like be all in your ego, like, oh no, like I can't think of a character that was very ego. I mean, Scar, but this like this is a very lot of. I mean, just ego is. Right, like I was saying before, like why does it matter if they say no if you're happily married? Because you in your ego, you want to control, you want, like I said before, you want them to be all like falling at your feet, um, or you just want to have the power to reject somebody because you've been rejected before in your life, and now you want to be able to reject other people, and it's just like some people just don't want your cup. There's no need to hold back or lie about yourself anyway. Like, just be who you are. Some people might actually be able to pick up on that you're lying about who you are and just be like, all right, no, thank you. And then we have a hard pill to swallow. Psst, somebody lying. See, like, keep coming back. Like, it keeps coming. Like, unethical, petty, childish, and immature. Deceptive, lying, kissing ass. Like, come on now. And nothing good ever comes out of ass kissing. Then we have so many things remind me of you. And then we have can't move forward. Okay, if the light would just work with it. There you go. Right? Because they keep reliving the memories of that day where they felt as if they met somebody that they could actually be honest with and be themselves with. But instead of telling the truth, they lied, catfish. And now you probably unbothered. Right, and we have rumors, Also, those rumors could be helping to remind. Everything reminds me of you could be the rumors that's going around also. So now I'm gonna use this deck to do like the in between. So I'm gonna do 2 cards here, 2 cards here, 2 cards here, 2 cards here, and then 5 cards from the my angel deck. But oh, card flipped over. Guess I'm done shuffling. 2 cards flipped over. I guess I'm done shuffling. um. Okay. So it was the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups gives the full cup, right? She holds the Ace of Cups, like the King of Cups almost would have had held. She holds the full cup, and we also have the Four of Swords. All right, clarifying the before and present. And then at the bottom of the deck, there we have the Emperor. It's all about the control. It's all about the controlling. Trying to control the love or this couple love. All right, they need to take a break from that. You can't control love. Love is not something that you, like I said, you can't control it. Then it becomes conditional, not unconditional. That's not love. That's very transactional, and I mean codependent. So that's very controlling and stuff like that. And seeing the worth of your love and your feelings, because like the Queen of Cups, she holds the Ace of Cups, and here her wing is pretty much protecting it. And she, just like I said with the Queen of Pentacles, is very like nurturing. She's very nurturing as too. She's very like soul, like emotional nurturing, where she might be like like physically nurturing, like financially or even physical and stuff like that. Self-worth. You realize the worth of your love and not just giving it away all willy-nilly, just giving it to anybody, not just giving your heart to anybody. I'm not just letting because some people will just take your kindness for a weakness. You're not doing that anymore. You're taking a break. With this Four of Wands, you take Four of Swords. It's all about like a break, a timeout, uh, giving yourself time to rest and recharge and rejuvenate. So we have for this area, we have the Three of Wands, which is all about being open to new horizons, progress, moving forward. We have travel here. As I said before, being open to new options and moving on and moving forward, and negotiating, meeting new people, talking to new people, seeing what's out there. And then we have strength. Could be saying like, hold on, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the Magician. So, and then we have the, it was the affinities, and I was like, it could be like pride and ego. Just, and you need to put that down to actually see clearly and have the strength to realize that you have the confidence to move on and move forward because you have everything that you need already within you. You don't need anybody else to love you or validate you. You can love yourself and validate yourself and provide for yourself. Right? Because we have the ego here, right? Pride and ego. Got to put that pride and ego down and realize that you can't control love. And if somebody doesn't like you, they don't like you. If they don't want to date you, they don't want to date you. That just simply, it doesn't mean that you're ugly. They just don't want to date you. They don't want your cup. Like, it doesn't mean that y'all can't be friends. Like, it's just they don't want to date you. You know? And there's a difference between, like, being arrogant, right, and actually having, like, self-love and love of self and, like, self-respect for yourself. There's a difference between, right, the queens pretty much show that, like, it's nurturing and healing. It's nice. You want to be around it. You feel safe around it. You don't feel safe being around an egotistical person. It's controlling. And it's very unethical. They want ass kisses around them. You want people to tell you yes all the time. And, you know, but that could be why it's like they're saying yes. They want a bunch of yes men around them, not people that actually tell them the truth. Oops, hold on, card goes. Okay, so we have the lovers with Heniel, the joy of God. Joy and pleasure bring happiness to couples, remove a negative energy. Now you can't have like a happy, loving relationship if it's all ego. You gotta, then pettiness comes involved. You can't control love and emotions. You can't control another person. Next we have Three of Wands again. Then we have Senel, the god of hope, construction of the universe, help with great works, protection from adversity. Now we have the Ten of Pentacles. I'm just going to show you the names and stop trying to pronounce them. And then we have inner and out of works help. One keeps their job, protection against disasters. And the lovers is normally used to be the card of choice and stuff like that because you can choose who you're in like a relationship or a connection with. But it takes two to have a commitment and to put in the work and the effort to build. Right, we have construction. It's they have a whole team, a construction team, and there's multiple people in the construction site doing certain things. So like for it to be long glass to make that building, for it to stay there for a very long time. It's not just one person doing the work, it's two. And then we have the Nine of Wands, universal medicine, evaluation of The soul and reevaluation of mystery. And the Nine of Wands is normally like a wounded warrior, building up a wall, being defensive. Or it also means like persevering. And then we have, oh snaps, the Queen of Cups again. We have with redemption, serves against enemies and religion, governs chastity. Cool. Okay, doing it this way is like you're trying to find those relationships that lead to the Ten of Pentacles. Like marriage is gonna lead to like that stable, solid offer, right? Um, Even though like it may not start off as like that way, you don't mind putting in the work or the effort to get to the Ten of Cups or like get to the solid offer or something long lasting and stable, but you're not doing it on your own and just saying yes and signing up to anything all willy nilly, or just being a yes man, or just like submitting to something or someone that you don't believe or something. Ooh, just for like, because you realize it's like unethical, or just gonna, it's just a bunch of pride and ego. And then, oh, the deck was upside down, but it's not. So we have the Eight of Pentacles reverse, but I don't really read reversals in this deck, so I'm gonna flip it back up, right? Um, so it says intelligent, talent, and provide knowledge. So you no longer is dealing or staying around places that no longer provide you with any knowledge or support or help you to grow in any way, shape, or form. Because if people just say yes to you all the time, even if you're wrong, you're not gonna learn anything. You just be like, they're just telling you what you want to hear, and then there's could be a bunch of rumors that aren't really true. You won't really, then you go and speak a whole bunch of nonsense to other people, and then your group or your posse, your yes men, just sit here and support you as if you're right when you're not right and you're wrong. But yeah, that's all that I'm seeing for you, pal. One, if you feel like this reading resonated with you or helped you in some way, shape, or form, then please like, share, subscribe. Other than that, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi there, pal 2. Welcome to your reading. So you pick the key of prayer is to forget what I think I need. Alright, so let's see what comes out for you. So we have sweets, blessings, sweet blessings. And then we have house. House is normally like stable or solid, like long lasting. Feel secure, grounded, stability. Could Okay, let's see what else. We have the Star. Now, this is the before tarot. So, is before you start. Oh, wow. Because the Star comes after the Tower, right? So, the Tower has to happen. So, and then we're praying here. So, your manifestations could be on its way, right? You are all you're dipping your toe into spirituality, right? But you haven't fully become like stable or secure enough to show your true authentic self fully yet, or you trying to look for a place, or you're praying for that, or manifesting that type of place where you can be yourself and show your, be truly yourself and be welcome and be free to be who you are and be vulnerable. Oh shit, we got the Five of Swords. So this is like, but after the during the normal Five of Swords, it's the fighting's over. The person that ran away is holding the swords and stuff like that. Where you can see here the person that's actually fighting. Yeah, you're like I said before, you're fighting for your happiness and your your blessings. Like you try to put the work and the effort in to have that stable, solid offer that for when you have it, you can appreciate and enjoy it. And we have the Eight of Cups. Feel like you're not walking away from your wish or your dreams or your manifestation. Even if it's hard, right? You know that there's gonna be some trials. There's gonna be some ups and some downs. You're not walking away from it. You're trying to see it through, stick it through, and till things that are more stable and smooths out. Then we have the Six of Wands, Six of Wands, Six of. Huh. But which is a battle. It's victory after a very long battle we have here. Like I said before, you're putting in the work and the effort until things balance it out. It smooth itself out. You're not just walking away and giving up on it. And then we have the Empress. She is all for queens. And she had to learn all the lessons of all four queens and be balanced and stable and grounded in each and every one of them. And then, had to take some time, some effort, some battles. Oh. Okay, we have two cards, so I gotta read these together. So we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. That's the swans that wanted to come out. Like this pretty much like I said, after all that worrying and stuff like that and all the fighting and the battles where you actually have it and it stables out and it's it's growing, it's bringing in whatever it is, money or abundance, whatever you're wishing for, whatever it is, and you're attracting it and it's stable and because the Ace of Pentacles is the slowest energy in the deck, but it doesn't mean that it's not coming to you. It doesn't mean that it's not out there. It just takes a long time to have create a solid, stable offer and to bring it in, right? For a house, it takes a lot to make a house and to build a house, right? You gotta have the land, plumbing, okay, make sure inside is all good and stuff like that, furniture, it takes a lot, okay? So you probably was worried about it, stressed out, a little nervous, had some sleepless nights, right? That's a victory after a very long battle, but you didn't give up. You didn't just walk away from it. You kept fighting and kept pushing until, you was able to get it. Because the Empress, she's very attractive and very attractive. She doesn't chase, she attracts. So you kept fighting for your dreams and your wishing manifestations until you got it, pretty much. It came to you. It's here. It presented itself. And then we have the Hierophant. It's very healing and very nurturing. This is the after tarot now. Right, so you're with the star here, like you realize why, or you understand what I said before, just dipping your toe in like the water here, which is supposed to represent your subconscious and your spirituality, and but you're still on the 3D, and you haven't poured it out yet. Like haven't made your dreams a reality yet, or you're in the like before stage to like thinking about it, and it's might have to take like a lot of work, a lot of effort, but it's gonna come into reality, come true. It just might take a little bit, take some time. And then we have the 8 of Wands, which is all about movements, taking actions. Because like once things get stabled and right, it's very healing and very nurturing. All the work that you put in, things just flows naturally and very smoothly. And then we have, oh snap, the Hierophant. Not the Hierophant, the High Priestess. So we have the Hierophant and the High Priestess. And then we have the Empress. You attract like a blessing, like a solid blessing. A solid blessing. Like the Empress and the Emperor, they're like a soulmate and divine coupling, like, right? Yeah. But the Hierophant and the High Priestess is also like a divine couple as well. Right? It's very nurturing, very loving, very ethical, very with a High Priestess, you're like intuitive, secretive, stuff like that, but she also works with the Hierophant. Like it's very solid. Like it works all together. It comes together. It just flows, and it's very nice. I don't know. It's very sweet. It's very beautiful. It's very solid. Like with the house, and it's long lasting. But now the box is now this thing because it was too much in there. So let's see. Okay, hold on. My headphones are about to fall out. Okay. Let's see what else has to be said or wants to be said. But with the swords here, and then it's pretty much like the 5 of Swords normally is like picking and choosing your battles wisely. It could be like short-sighted, and self-sabotage. And that was before you didn't just, do you know that there's gonna be like some ups and downs, some trials, some tribulations, and you didn't let that stop you. You continue fighting and pushing it through. I mean, we also have like in the blessings we have like the angels, so like your guardian angels was like they was watching, they was here, they saw you, they saw you, they saw all the work that you put in. Then we have I wish you love and happiness. Okay, if we could just open. We have blocked. So whatever cause any like worry or just upheaval and stuff like that. Those battles, anything that you're blocking them. You're no longer giving to them or letting it stop you or slow you down. You're moving forward. You're moving past them. Because with the Hierophant here, like I said, with the they work together, right? And also we had the angel here, so it's like, and that's before. There's very healing and very nurturing, and you can be yourself and be open and vulnerable and stuff like that. So it's like wherever where you can't, it's just causing upheaval and distraction, slowing you down from what you're trying to work towards. You're not giving to it. You're not allowing it to really bother you, because the dark side and the light side. The hardships that you have to go through, and now you're about to see like the positive sides where things are just smoothing out, where if it's like a business and stuff like that, where in the beginning, yeah, I think even Ice Cube like said it one time, like you you're making money, but you're using the money that you're making to like pay for other things pretty much. So it's not, you're making money and it's pulling in money, it's generating money, but it's not generating the money that that you can live off of, or where other like everybody else is trying to make and stuff like that. But it doesn't mean that you can't get there, right? And you're blocking out the negative and the naysayers, the um you're not letting it get in your head or slow you down, because you could be your own worst critic. You're just focusing on what you can control, what's in your benefit, what you can change, and moving on and moving forward with that. Then we have, I know I crossed a line with you. Either way, they blocked. You're not cut. And then we have, I feel your love around me constantly. Next we have baseball, softball. It's gonna be like, there's 4 bases, and then 3 strikes, you're out. So they cross the line, they're out, they're blocked. Apparently, the difference is how you throw the ball. Didn't found that out. You would think because I did softball, I would know there was a difference. Nope. But it was the underhand throw for softball. Yeah. I just threw the ball. But I was in the field, so that's why I was in the field. Either way, back to the reading. We have love. Are you not letting something or someone or whatever take your love for granted, or slow you down from your passion, I guess you can say? Not letting naysayers stop you from what you love. Then we have, this is an important turning point in your life. See, what else it before? Things about to get very stable, things about to pick up, or you about to heal. With the Hierophant here. And things still get stabled, right? And if, something, if like spiritual attacks or like a, The Hierophant's here is protecting it and blocking it out. Yeah, like I said before, with the angel's here, you're blocking it out. And I just realized this just three beautiful major arcana. It's the star, the empress, and the high priestess. Like, you're moving in silence and you're attracting what you're wishing and your manifestation, and you're not really like boasting or bragging about it to like show off or anyway or bring anybody down. Then we have I want to start over. So some people that you probably lost some people along the way in these battles that ran away and that you had to fight by yourself, and now they want to come back after the battle is done, won, fought, and things picking up, and they're all smooth and out, like smoothed out, because they now see where you're going. Where before all they saw was the worry and the hardship, now they're seeing the solid beginning that you're about to have, and they want to come in and join that. When it's just like they weren't trying to be here or fight with you to actually, because we have a person here. You might have some people that actually like stick with you and fought with you, like in this battle, or like probably was like your angels, right, fighting with you during this battle and stuff like that. Where they ran and left you by your lonesome. And then we have rumors, right? But that probably crossed the 3 strikes and you out. They probably crossed a lot of lines. Can we? Light. There we go. And then we have. You have me. What? You have me lost in my emotions. That 9 of Swords. There's anxiety, stress, insomnia. Like I said, now they worry that they can't get back in and have this solid, stable beginning, or like join this solid offer with you. But then it's like, you could have enjoyed it with me if you never had ran away and abandoned me and left. And now they worried and boo-hooing and crying about it, just like, but you did that. And then they probably, while they was gone, spread a whole bunch of rumors, or participated in some rumors, or spread some rumors. Didn't shut the rumors down. And now they can't come back in. Then it's like, even if they didn't tell you what was said or what was told or anything like that, with the Hierophant here and the High Priestess, you probably healed in secret and moved on and moved past this and let it go and detach from the situation. So even if, no matter what they said, even if they want to start over, you're no longer the person where you once were or what you once was, right? You have outgrown that person or that image that they have in their head of you. You surpassed it and blown it out the water. So now they have to come in and know you, get to know you on a whole other level, and know you all over again. Pretty much have to start all over, where they probably are just still the same person as they were before, but you're not. So then it's just like, why would you go backwards? That's the with the Eight of Wands. He has an arrow and it's pointing to the 9 of Swords. It's like you could take action and like start all over with these people, but some of them might try to bring you back to where you once was, where you have to like fight and scrape and battle and stuff like that for some, like, whatever you was working for, and they didn't really believe in you and stuff like that, or wanted to start all over, so now you can help them have a solid, stable offer and beginning. And it's just like, we could have done it together. You could have saw how I did it, do it that way. When it's like, and then you might be blocking them out. Realize that it's not worth going backwards, just repeating the whole thing all over again. And we have, I know in my heart that someday, somehow, we will be together again. What? Just everything I pretty much just said. But, they might be blocking them out. And they could be worried about that. Then we have, I miss our morning chats. And then we have, I feel like I'm cursed. Well, that's a bit, with that is, could just be worried, up all night. Could just be their conscience eating them alive. The heart with the book. God says no sleep for the wicked. Yo, but honestly, that's what he said. Like, it's in the Bible. Then we have movies. That be stuck in my head all day. There's no sleep for the wicked. Then we have friends with benefits. I'm not laughing at that part. That could be the movie. Friends with benefits. That is a movie, but it could also legit means like y'all was friends with benefits, and when things got serious, or they just could be ghosted you, just left you stranded out of nowhere, and left you to fight for something on your own, and you made it through, and now you're on like something solid and stable. So now I'm gonna do 2 cards for like the in-betweens. Oh, that's what I was saying before, where they're like, if you're being like spiritually like attacked or anything like that, the Hierophant is gonna protect you. Not, I feel like I'm cursed. Could be like they were sending you negative energy, trying to put you in your head, cause like to slow down, like slow this like Nine of Pentacles, this Ace of Pentacles down any way, shape, or form, or like manipulate it, sabotage it. The Hierophant don't like that. Does not like that. Okay. The book was open. That's why I had to say there's no sleep for the wicked. And you will not have access. Okay, you can no longer be around, associate, talk to the person. And they probably actually like love you and want to be like, oh, like, I know I did all this hurtful things. I don't even think if they like rumors and stuff like that, they crossed the line, and that caused them to be out, or they left you in some way, shape, or form, that now they have to start all over and get to know you from scratch. And we have the two cards came out. We have didn't see that one coming. The Page of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Do we have this important turning point in your life? Right? And which is the Wheel of Fortune. It's Wheel of Fortune is all about like a turning period, change. And the Page of Wands, it's adventures and like curiosities. So it's like things about to change, about to take a turn. Like I said before, things like start stabilizing, smoothing out, or just simply changing, and it just go with the flow. It's for your highest good. All if you was putting in all, like if it's like with the Wheel of Fortune turning, right? You either gonna be on top of the wheel, below the wheel. Where before he was like below the wheel, now things about like I said before, things about to solid to be like smooth out. All that work and all the fighting that you had to put in, spirit, your guardian angels, your guides, everybody saw that. Okay, they was great. You did great. You did wonderful. Okay, you did great. Okay, and now there's gonna be offers or things that you can actually take advantage of that open you up to new horizons. And then we have the Empress again. You just attracted beautiful things. You are attracting opportunities, and if one doesn't work out, you can just have another one that's that you're curious about. You just go, be like, all right, this didn't work out. Let me try this one. Let me try this. Let me try that. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups. Is very nurturing. You can share your emotions. Very, healing, celebratory. Right, where all those, you're celebrating with those people, like I said before, that stick with you, that fought with you, that was there, right? So all the work and the effort you put in, they motivate you, supported you, and push you, like, help you to move forward and push you forward, and attract the new opportunities. The Empress on top of an Empress. That's beautiful. Pretty much things just stabilizing and healing and that's great. Alright, so now we have the Queen of Cups, which is 1/4 of the Empress. So she quick to block things out. She quick. That's that blocked right there. She quick to cut things out that doesn't suit her or doesn't like work or doesn't fit. She's very smart, very witty, very logical, blunt. So she may come off a little bit cold or detached, but she's not. Like I said before, she's not allowing things that don't suit her bother her or bring her down. And we have just like cutting out with no problem. And just cutting it out, separating from it, moving on. Just justice, getting free and liberated from it. Like, and just taking what you can take out of it, taking the lessons, the love, the pain, the hurts, the good times, and moving on and moving forward and not letting it slow you down or distract you. And then we have the Magician at the bottom of the deck. So it's like realizing that you have all that you need within you to knowing that you have whatever it takes to like overcome any obstacles, I would say, but being able to be like vulnerable and not allowing anybody to slow you down or stop you from achieving your goals and your aspirations, healing from any hurt, trials, or tribulations that you had. Because the magician could also be like karma or like stuff like that. So if there's like any karmic debt, it's like you free from that. You paid it off. You're good. Things are stabling out. They're smoothing out. Um, I'm gonna do the angel cards now. But the magician is also like creative, like what I said here with the star is like manifestation. The magician is all about like creation and manifestation as well. So it's like you have all that what you need to take to manifest whatever you want to manifest, and if you and to bring it forth and to make your dreams become a reality. And then the magician, sometimes can be like a little trickster and stuff like that. Um, with this, I crossed the line with you and stuff like that. Like I said before, she cutting those things out. She's not dealing with like tricks or illusions and anything that would slow down her growth or that doesn't suit her, no longer fits with her or anything like that. She's cutting it out with that justice here. She's freeing herself. She's liberating herself from it, and moving forward. And having being curious to what's around the next corner of her life rather than just dwelling on one thing or one point in time and just writing it off or just thinking like it's not meant to be. You putting in the work and the effort to see it through. Like I said, if it was a business, I pretty much explained that. Like things might start actually like smoothing out and making a profit and stuff like that. Also with that, I feel encouraged. That's why I said karmic debt. Somebody might have whoever might have some karmic debt that they might have to pay before they're able to actually come in and talk to you. So we have the Eight of Cups, transformation, given, consolation, or consolation, in adversity. Giving comfort in the time of adversity. There we go. And next we have Metatron. The Wheel of Fortune. My bad. Advancement and progress, teacher guide, and the record event in the Book of Life. Yeah, this is what he does. He also has a twin brother named Sandafon. But Sandafon works with a lot of people, but mostly like writers, singers, playwrights, people that write speeches, those kind of people. Where Metatron, he just writes everybody's life. He's like the record person. And we have the Queen of Wands with divine power, guidance against mental troubles. Right, with the Nine of Wands here. Then I said they're trying to like if there's a spiritual attack and they're trying to send it to like slow you down or like get you in your head in any way, shape, or form, or any like negative criticism and stuff like that, you know, she's cutting it out. The Queen of Swords is cutting it out, moving past it. Those people no longer would even be around you or even have access to you to even do that. Seeing that they ran away, like they ready, they left. They exited on their own free will. Now we have the the King of Pentacles. Obedience, cause harmony and peace, calms angers in anyone. Next we have the King of Swords. Victory, grants victory and protection from lightning. If you was wondering about the lightning, the tower card, lightning strikes the tower. That's what brings it down. It's a divine intervention. The divine stepping in to be like, hey, just gotta stop. Oh wow, we have the star again. Now I said like, the star, you need the tower for the star to happen. So you're fine. It could be a divine intervention on their side, which is why they could be feeling cursed because things have to come down on their side, but things could be coming down on their side because they try to, send a whole bunch of things to bring you down. And the Hierophant was like, no, 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 no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Okay? Why would you think this okay? If you look in the good book, it's just any, or even watch movie. It don't even have to be like religious wise. Like, if you just look in the book, you don't treat people any which way and think you're gonna get away with it. No. Like, you just don't leave them for dead. Just think that's okay. No, you don't just throw them under the bus and think like things would be okay. It would be like once they once were. Like, no, things are going to change. Okay, things will change. This is things are going to change. Like. But then we have the Eight of Cups here twice, and then we also have the Star, like, twice. And then we have the Empress here twice. So it's just like, what? And then we also have, like, the Queen of Wands. And then we have here with protection and divine power against, like, mental, like, troubles and stuff like that. So... But this Star card says equilibrium, protection against attacks in the courts. So could be like spiritual court, financial court, physical like emotional court, wherever, you're protected. And that's pretty nice. Pretty cool. But yeah, that's all that I'm seeing for you, pal. Too. If you feel like this reading resonated with you or helped you in any way, shape, or form, then please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi there, Pal 3. Welcome to your reading. So you pick my fearless freedom lights up the world. Alright, so let's see what is in store for you. We have writing. You'll be moving somewhere, traveling with the horse. You on the horse. You are taking control of your own life. Steering it, guiding it to where you want to go. Have freedom to go wherever you want to go. Then we have mountains. And sometimes mountains can mean like challenges, obstacles. But with this fearless, since you are facing these obstacles with, I won't say with like just easy breezy beautiful, but like you're not, I won't say like scared, but you're doing it. It's your obstacles that you wanted to face, that you wanted to do, that you're willing to, overcome and fight through. And we have time. You taking the time out to overcome these challenges and climb that mountain to get to the top, to wherever you want to be, wherever you want to go. Now you don't have no time, you don't you don't mind taking time out, going through the the little zigzags, the hurdles, the ups and the downs to get to a place where you want to be, where you're free from, I guess, like obstacles or challenges, these shackles or whatever held you back before. You no longer wanted to deal with it or put up with it or give in to it. And then we have, this is the before tarot, right, that I'm using now. So we have the 10 of Swords. Right, so before the ambush, right, they're in the bushes. When I first looked at this card, I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was one person. There's a couple of people in that bush. It's like, if you just see one, that's fine, that's cool. But it's like it's up to 3. It's because if you saw all 3, that means like you have like a lot of people that might try to be like sabotage you, ambush you in a way. But when I first saw it, could just simply means I have one person. But hey, this is not the first card that I had that problem with either. It's one card. It randomly happens when I actually see like the faces, and I'd be like, oh shit, like it's like, yeah. But I actually noticed them. That's why I pointed it out, just in case you notice it as well. That could be saying like, those are the people that you're trying to free yourself from. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Alright, so this is before she like got the crown and holding up the sword and cutting people off. You might be trying to find the evidence, get some. She probably was like very nice, very nurturing, very smart, very witty, and people probably took her like her kindness for a weakness, and then she like became all cold and detached, like, oh no, stop, right, get out my face. But also, like, sometimes smart people, they also get trapped into certain things. So, she started to realize you got to read between the lines and stuff like that, so don't get tricked or ambushed. And then we have the 6 of Cups. Could be thinking back on like better days, better times, where because it's 2 people. Y'all could have been. I'm gonna look at the next card before I say something. So we have the 6 of Pentacles. It's all about like generosity, giving and receiving. Normally the 6 of Cups is all like nostalgia, thinking back. But it's like a happy home and stuff like that. Everybody is like working together and building the house and stuff like that. But yeah, like everyone is giving and putting into it, chipping in. Or so you thought? I don't know. Something. But this 10 of Swords, something happening, okay? There's an ambush here that we didn't see coming. Then we have the 4 of Swords. Is the rest. Taking a time out, taking a break, giving your mind a rest, sleeping. Taking some time to recharge. And then next we have the High Priestess. Like giving your mind a break, giving your rest a break, so that your intuition can actually give you some information or send you some information. With the High Priestess here. Because everything might, like I said before, something with this Ten of Swords here is an ambush that we probably don't see coming. But your intuition could be trying to tell you, like, trying to give you that information, but you have to, like, rest your mind to actually, like, fully get it and receive it, to then be able to move on and move forward to overcome whatever challenge is that you're being presented with, or that you're about to be faced with, or trying to something, whatever this ambush is. Then we have the Hanged Man. This is the after tarot. So, like, after he has gained, he's comfortable in this position. That's why his legs are like this. He's comfortable. He gained this new perspective. He's drinking water, getting some hydration. Right? So, get ready to come out of the Hangman. And after the Hangman is death, to make these changes that need to, as I said before with this Queen of Swords, she cut out what needs to be cut out, make those changes that, whatever no longer suits her and stuff like that. Then we have the Five of Swords. They're like after the battle, normally in the Five of Swords you holding two swords. Now you got three. You had the upper hand. If you take it, get out of your head for a little bit, take a break, stop trying to like overthink things, and sit in the silence, law of potentiality, let your intuition takes over, and then boom, it tells you the message, give you the sign, right? You have the upper hand. You gain that new perspective, so you can have the upper hand. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Look at you on the horse in the mountains. Look at that. But the Knight of Cups, he's normally the person that you sent, like, to gain confidence. Because he has to have confidence, bring in the treaties, the romantic offers and stuff like that. You gotta have a lot of confidence to, talk to certain people and pass those along. But like I said before, with the Queen of Swords, you have to fill those out, because not everybody's gonna tell you what they want to tell you, or you have to read in between the lines and stuff like that, so you don't get tricked or bamboozled or swindled into something that isn't for you. Now I'm gonna use the box. Became part of this little thing because I got tired of the little explosions, because it was too much in the box to hold. So, okay. And keys. So let's see what we have here. This situation has become very, very difficult for me to maintain or manage mentally. It is draining me. Alright, that's when you need to sleep and recharge. That will help you gain this new perspective so you can see clearly. So you can intuition to get to you clearly. And then we have, I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. And we have blocked. With this Five of Swords here, like, if you rest, get some time to rest, to recharge, rejuvenate, hydrate, recharge. I guess you could see the sabotage clearly, right, or the ambush clearly, and then be able to block it out to prevent it, with confident, like, and be confident in yourself, knowing that, you block that person out of your life, or people, situations out of your life, and that, they will pretty much will regret making, not even like regret making fun of you or like try to ambush you and stuff like that. They won't be able to get back into your life because you see, they sat here and planned and waited and watched you. They try to ambush you, try to attack you, try to bring you down in some way, shape, or form. They With the Six of Pentacles here, like it wasn't equal give and take. Something was withheld, and now they could be feeling that consequence of that information. And then we have, in that moment, I didn't care. You see, like I just said, they knew. They sat, planned, was entertaining, gave to it and stuff like that. Just now they can't get back in, and now they might be sorry, or they just simply, feel the consequences of their actions. Then we got boss bitch. Just giving boss bitch. Your intuition comes in. You should realize what need to be cut out, and you block them. You cut them out. And now they can't come in, talk to you, communicate with you. They can't even reach you because you got a horse, and you're not where they left you, and they don't have a horse to get to where you are. Then we have because this one's kind of messed up. But it was ask the Hindu elephant god for help, Ganesh, or you could simply ask spirit, universe, God, source, whatever, for help. Then we have grudge holder. Right at that time, they didn't care. They sat here, planned, and schemed with other people simply because they was holding a grudge at that time. And now that they see that they can't get in, or that whatever they was planning is no longer going to work, now they feel the consequences of their actions, and they might be a little bit sorry. Right? Locked away, or could just be, spiritual person, that too, or it's literal person, doesn't. Just locked away, out of sight, out of mind. Like they're blocked. They don't have access to you. They can't reach you. And then we have understanding. Could be like a understanding, like you're blocked, and you won't have access to me. Or when they was saying plotting, scheming, and whatever they was doing, they had an understanding that what was happening, and they didn't care. They understood, and they didn't care. They cared more about the grudge than you or this friendship or connection, whoever it was. We have, I never want to feel that way again. Okay, this came with this, so I'm going to read this one first and then read the other one with it. We have, we both know I am not the one for you. And then what was with that, hold on, is gentle. Right? The light, which is gentle. Or you could be probably saying it like in a gentle way, like with this Knight of Cups, saying it with confidence, but like gentle and loving, letting them know like this is not the offer for me, and you know this is not the offer for me. I'm not the one for you. You're not the one for me. So like, why even try to fake it if you don't need to? Then we have focusing too much on the surface symptoms and not on the core reason. And then we have rumors. Like with this grudge holder, and at the moment I didn't care. They probably started some rumors, participated in some rumors, spread some rumors. Either way, they sat planning, scheming, waiting, and they understood what they was doing. They was aware of what they were doing. And now that they're blocked and no longer have access because the situation is draining and you cut it out, right? And you had time to recharge, gain back your strength, see through it with this high priestess, right? And cut it out and no longer deal with the situation and block them out. Now they feel the consequences of their actions because they can't get back to you. They have no access to you. And then we have soul is the authentic self, free from conditions. Right? They wanted somebody, like I said before, somebody was withholding the truth and like this person could have spoke their truth, right? Was being themselves authentically, right? Very kind, very nurturing, very loving. And some people had some problems with that because they couldn't use or manipulate you in the way that they wanted. So they try to plot, scheme, speak about you behind your back, sabotage wherever they can sabotage. And they knew what they was doing. They just didn't care because they didn't like you or they had some type of grudge against you. Right? With the Five of Wands, there was some type of battle or conflict that they had against you for some reason. And they didn't care how you felt about it, what happened, if you was able to overcome it or not, if you was going to make it through or not. They didn't care. Right? Because if you read it this way, it's the Six of Cups. It's like thinking back, reflecting back with the Four of Swords, taking time to reflect back and think back and gaining a new perspective. Okay. But then if you go like this way with the Ten of Swords, and with the Four, it's like you still get time to think and reflect. And then you have a horse here, and a horse is all about like movements and stuff like that. To move with confidence. Right? Your intuition is trying to give you like information to help you be able to move with confidence and to like pretty much have the upper hand in a way. But we have the angel here to help give you the information just so you can see what needs to be cut out and what's not for you, what you have to stop giving to. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. Oh, we got 3 cards. These came out together. So we have the Six of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is normally like being stuck in your mind, overthinking. Also it can be like self-betrayal, saying yes to things that you actually want to say no to. And then we have the Two of Wands. And then the Two of Wands is progress, planning. Normally you have one wand behind you, right? And one wand in your hand and a world in your hand. So like I was saying before, you have to realize that there's certain things that you no longer are able to give to, that cannot come with you in this new world, right? And because it could put you in your head and slow down your progress. Like I said before, with this Four of Swords, Four of Swords, you have to give your mind a break. Just with this overthinking, like give it a break, rest, chill out. And then we have the World, which is like an end of the cycle, one cycle ending so a new one can begin. Pretty much like I said before, you have the world in your hands, and there's just certain things you just have to cut out. You can't bring into this world, this new cycle. You just can't. It won't work. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups again. It's trying to help you move on to this new cycle with confidence, where you have the upper hand. And confidence. But the Knight of Cups is also could be like a spiritual journey. So you can go and gain those confidence. If you're not confident right now. Like you could be remembering of a time where you didn't have that confidence. Or, those times where you didn't listen to your intuition and where that leads you. To now listening to your intuition and where you have the turning point, how things change for you and stuff like that. So now I'm going to do the next one for this part. You can have the confidence to actually, truly be fearless. And move with, that fearlessness. And confidence. Okay. So we have the Ace of Swords, which is a truth. Could be a harsh truth, but a truth. Or just a reconciliation. But, you can reconcile with anybody over here if you want to, but just simply know, the truth is that they ain't care. They knew what they was doing. Honestly. And either way, we both know. The truth is, we both know that I'm not the one for you. Y'all both know it. So it's just that's the truth. So it's you don't really have to continue giving to this, especially if it's draining, and it's not meant for you either way. So why would you continue giving it to it? And then we have the Six of Cups, right? It's in the past. Why would you continue giving to it or dwelling in the past or living in the past if you don't have to? And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. It's all about timing, planting the seeds, waiting for the seeds to grow. But then with the pretty much we have the Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles that came back from before. And we have like here over here, like they're holding on to a grudge. Whatever is gonna grow is not gonna be really fruitful or abundant. It's just gonna be nothing but obstacles and challenges, because rather than just talking it out and letting it go and saying the truth and saying how they feel, you saying how you feel, they rather just, spread rumors or like little lies or talk behind your back, and didn't really care. And then with the soul coming out here, not really a being ego, that's just who this person is. They're just a natural grudge holder, and they do things out of spite. And they will try to say they're sorry when they're not really sorry. They have no problem doing it again. Because the hangman is also like a timeout and a delay. And we have like pretty much the Four of Swords and the hangman. Like you're in a timeout and a delay to reflect on, or you're just pretty much stuck living in the past. And that could be what's slowing you down, because you're giving into something that you no longer need to give to, but you're giving it to it out of loyalty for the past rather than how they are right now. And right now, they don't really care about you. They do things out of spite. And they know what they're doing. They just don't care. They understand what they was doing and how it could have hurt you in some way, shape, or form, but they just didn't care. Like you're looking at the surface and then what they did, and like the rumors and stuff that they spread. But the core reason, the core issues is because they was holding a grudge, and rather than simply coming to you and talking it out so they can like be, sharing their truth, you sharing your truth, so it can be a reconciliation, they rather be in this little loop going back and forth, right? Spreading rumors, talking behind your back, and now with the World card, they're stuck in a loop, and you're, on a different level, or you see through them now that you're not even allowing them access to you to come in and talk to you, or anyway, like you outgrown the situation, you leaving them in behind. And now they feeling sorry, or now they feel the consequences of their actions, or realizing that they did way too much. When they're just like, how did you think this was gonna end up? Like, then we have the Queen of Swords again. Rituals and ceremonies can acquire all the treasures of heaven and earth. And then we have the Queen of Wands, divine power, guides against mental troubles. Then we have the Two of Pentacles, fortune and fame, fulfillment. Fulfillment of any requirements. Next we have, okay, these two came out together, so I'm gonna read them together. We have the Hangman. Oh wow, we have the Hangman and the Knight of Swords. So the Hangman says, desire but knowledge, protection from liars, evil spells, and bad spirits. And then the Knight of Swords says, intelligent richness, protection, fertility of women, make children respectful towards their parent. I mean, it's an angel, so it's like that. That could be what the angel is good for. But either way, and then the Hangman is all about gaining. He's in that like a timeout to gain a new perspective. That's what you're supposed to do in a timeout. That's why, when you was a kid, they put you in a timeout for you to think about your consequences of your actions. Um, so by the time you come out of timeout, that you don't repeat the same thing that caused you to be in timeout again. Right? But with this ambush here, like you're requiring the knowledge to see through the illusion, or the trick or the ambush, to be able to move and walk, like get away with this horse here. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, loyalty and alliance, friendships and reconciliation. Right. So if you read it this way, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands, they won't really get along that much, because the Queen of Swords, like I said before, she could be very cold, very blunt, and the Queen of Wands, she's very, from time to time, she's not balanced. It could be very superficial, and doesn't fully tell the truth and stuff like that. Tells you what she wants you to hear, or what she thinks you need to hear, not what you want to hear, stuff like that. Not what needs to be said. She tells you what she wants you to know, her version of the truth. And the Queen of Swords, she's all about truth, full blown truth, and nothing but the truth. So that just not gonna work out for her, which would be the Two of Pentacles going back and forth. And she will cut that out. Like, she's not going back and forth with people that give her half truth, or like bare minimum of the truth and stuff like that. She wants, people that she can trust, and support her. She supports them and stuff like that. And if you read it this way, like I said before, you're getting a new perspective on those people that are trying to ambush you or slow you down and withhold, like, tell you their version of the truth. You now seeing that they're not your friends. You can't really grow any way, shape, or form. That sabotage the whole connection, and just, or friendships and stuff like that. You're being loyal to the past, and not to how they are in the present moment. In the present moment, they don't care about the things that they're doing to hurt you or harm you, and they know what they're doing. They're aware of it, and they didn't care, because they are holding some type of grudge that you do not know about, rather than just reconciling and coming in and speaking their truth so you can heal it and move on. Rather than that, they rather hurt you as much as you hurt them, or even if y'all like made peace with it, they still bring it up. They haven't let it go. So it's just like, you can't really be friends, or there's no really reconciliation if you keep bringing it up and dwelling on it. You're just dwelling on the past and living on the past. You're not moving on and moving forward, and being stuck on it. Because the Two of Pentacles normally also has like a loop, an infinity. It's an ongoing loop, and replaying itself on loop time and time again, dwelling in the past. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. Breaking the circle, a lift against lifting opposites, barriers, bringing victory. Right? But after I done pointed out the loops and all this stuff, breaking the circle, breaking the cycle. So this comes to an end. And, you know, you're blocking it out with the High Priestess here. Your spirits, angels, your guides, you know, trying to give you that knowledge and the information to show you what needs to be cut out and blocked out so you can stop being on this ongoing loop and living in the past and dwelling in the past so you can actually move on and move forward with confidence in yourself. Because the Page of Pentacles is normally like a student, and you know, you learning those lessons and learning that that's not a friendship, like where you can't forgive each other, and holding grudges. That's not a friendship. You have to, you know, be able to forgive and forget. No, forgive and like not really forget, but like you forgive it, and you, when you say that you forgive it, you really forgive it. You don't keep bringing it up and throwing it in that person's face. You let it go. You made peace with it. It happened, and they're not perfect. Everyone's gonna make a mistake. You're not holding them up to like this pedestal and keep reminding them of the time that they're, you know, they fell off this pedestal that you put them on. You put them there. They're not there. They don't have to live up to this images that you put them on. It's not their job. Just like it's not anybody like your job to live up to any thoughts, anybody's thoughts or belief that they had of you. It's not. You are who you are. You're not that thought. Sometimes somebody, you know, that thought is actually correct. Sometimes it's not. Either way, you don't morph yourself into that thought. You don't have to. It's not necessary. But other than that, that's all I'm seeing for you, pile 3. If you feel like this reading resonated with you or helped you in some way, shape, or form, please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, thank you for watching. Bye.